All right, part two. So we took a close look at this guy, these three right here. We haven't looked at this one yet. I actually found this one on the same day as this one. Um, this was the first one I found, and this one actually cleaned up beautiful. I mean, look at the colors in this chert. Just a beautiful point. This side's a little rough, but it's got a needle tip. It's made well. It's got a great stem. Pretty sure this is a Delhi. I found some very similar to this that some friends have helped me identify as Delhi's. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But it's got this beautiful white cream color towards the tip and the red lines and dots. Just a beautiful little point. Enjoyed finding that one. And then I found this point, and this is another unique point. Again, beautiful red colored shirt, but look at the cortex on that and the curve in it towards the stem. Really neat. And of course, on this side, it's got a big fire pop taken out of it. But I'm pretty sure this was still used, even with that. The edge is still there, still very sturdy, strong. Not enough damage to it, I think, to be unused, at least as the knife, if not for a projectile. But really cool. Again, you can see the great example of the flaking towards the edge there. Yeah, it's just awesome. He had a difficult time getting those flakes to travel across like that, but it just adds character. It's a nice point. And last but certainly not least is this guy. All I could say is wow. Just wow. Wicked serrations. Look at that. The serrations go all the way up to the stem. I mean to the ears, which makes me think that this is probably a Kirk corner notch. I'm not positive though, but I'm pretty sure that that's what we're looking at here. Archaic style point, beautiful needle tip, just gorgeous point. Couldn't have asked for a prettier point than this. And I thought the ear was kind of dinged, but if you look, you can barely see. If this will zoom in, there we go. You can see that that's the outer core right there. So this stem he wasn't able to make quite as well as this stem, but I mean, hey, that's a pretty symmetrical point, and just beautiful, just amazing. And lastly, I wanted to show y'all this because I didn't get this one on film. I found this knife, and at first, I mean, obviously, I was stoked by by how killer it is, but I didn't think anything too special of it until I was kind of flipping around the book and just looking around, and I stumbled upon this crescent knife, trans paleo to early archaic, 10,200 to 800 BP, and I saw that right there. See that picture? Look at that guy next to it. Now you tell me that those two things don't look identical. I mean, look, according to the description on this, it says that these paleo knives tend to be fairly large, and obviously this isn't a large point, but in Louisiana, we don't get large points. Even our paleo points are smaller than the average. Our Clovises or Clovises in the north average, 3, 4, 5 inches long, even 6 inches long. In Louisiana, you're lucky to find a Dalton or a Clovis, longer than 2 or 3 inches at the most. So they did the same style down here, the same styles, but they were just smaller because the rocks were smaller. So, and in looking at it up close, I don't know if this is gonna pick it up, but if you look. See that? Parallel flaking. I am not 100% certain, but I am pretty sure that this is a paleo crescent knife. And when I found it, it was a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot deeper than the points I normally find. I was cleaning out the hole, and I dug a little deeper than I normally do, so that I can, accumulate more dirt at the bottom before I had to chop the wall down and dig it out. And this thing was at the very, very bottom, probably about 4 or 5 feet deep. The rest of these points are no more than 1.5 to 2 feet deep. So this one was a lot deeper than the rest. And after I say this, I'm just going to say a lot of people have recommended on my channel that I dig deeper. And I have. I've dug as deep as 6 feet in some of my spots. And normally I lose flakes and material past 2 feet. Any deeper than that, normally the artifacts become so sparse that it's not even worth digging that deep. And I've dug this many, many times, and I think that this was just kind of a fluke. I just chanced upon this. I've never found even a hint of a point deeper than this until I found this thing. So now that I've said that, I might try digging a little bit deeper and experimenting a little bit more. Like I said, I've done it a lot, so we'll see. We'll see how I feel about it. It's a lot of work to dig that deep, but that excites me. There's no basal grinding on it, but according to the description, they're not always basally ground. Usually they are, but not always. So I'm I'm not 100% sure, but I'm banking on this being a paleo knife. So anyway, so that's my cleanup video. I've gotten to see all these beautiful points up close, and yeah, I just praise the Lord, praise Jesus for giving me the opportunity to do this, giving me the ability to do this. I mean, it's just wonderful. And just a really quick shout out to a couple of people. Creek Dalton, welcome to my channel, bud. Like your videos. There's a new guy out there. You should check out his channel if you haven't. His channel's called Indian Trace. Indian Trace. You've got some stellar videos, some cool ideas, and he finds so many rhyolite and quartz points and just all kinds of wonderful stuff. So check out his channel. If you haven't subscribed to him yet, subscribe, because I promise you it's worth it. Really, really cool stuff. He's kind of he seems to be a very peaceful, kind of spiritual guy who has a lot of good insight into God's beautiful creation. So check him out. All right. Well, God bless, and take care.